EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington football team. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Down gets him a yard to the 26. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. They'll go. It's Gibson. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Banker to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Darnold. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Bankert. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee. It got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 87 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way. He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January. And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. They'll run with Gibson, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gibson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
To throw is Bankert. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
102 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On first down, right back to Gibson.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Gibson.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Dyami Brown,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Sly on for the extra point.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here's Darnold.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Darnold to Marshall there. 1st down, Panthers.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Flushed out right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. He'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
in the final seconds of the first half.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Slide for the PAT.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A final shot before the break. Darnold.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Darnold.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Carry for Gibson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
139 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st down, Herbert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Gibson again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
30 wins the mic. Silver. 30 wins the mic. Let's go, D. 30 wins. Hey, the pass. 30 wins the mic. Go. Hey, alert 3. He's crazy.
Darnold from the gun. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for two here. They're going to throw for the two with Darnold. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Another carry for Herbert on second down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Khalil Herbert with his first career NFL touchdown.
And Washington has once again taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. You got double up. Man, Eddie. 31's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
31's the mic.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Washington, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.